Hello, salam alaikum, everybody. Today, I have the biggest pleasure to be with one of the most influential people in the tourism of Algeria these days. Today, we're with the ambassador of the United States wife, Mrs. Karen. How are you?
Hey, good to see you, Stanley. How are you?
Okay. The first question that I would like to ask you is, do you consider yourself like a content creator? Like you just do this because you like to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I consider myself a content creator. I didn't start
Yeah.
out that way. I started out posting my pictures for my friends and family back home because they were interested in what was going on, in Algeria and interested to know about a new country. But then all of a sudden, it took off and
Yeah.
people started following the page. You wake up one day and it's like, oh my God, 10,000 people. How did that happen? And it just kept growing from there. So, it's something that I do because I like to show people where I've been. But I guess I'm a content creator because I always try and create a little bit of a story,
Yeah.
with my posts so people can get a sense of the landscape, the culture, the people. So I guess that in that way, maybe I am.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your posts. It's like it's a variety of things. You
Yeah.
see landscapes, you see people, you see personal. So yeah, that brings me to another question, which is, inshallah, do you ever consider coming back here, like
Yeah.
and like bringing maybe members of the family? Maybe they want to see the things that you have been posting since you said that, like you like the thing that got you into social media was
Yeah.
posting for your family to see
Yeah.
the beautiful places, the culture.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if you bring.
My mother was here
Oh,
and she loved it. And she was in Algiers. And then I also took her to Clemson,
yeah,
which is a great place for tourism, I think, because you've got history, you've got natural history,
yeah,
you've got great food. And she really loved it. I had a couple of sets of friends out from the United States, and, they all thought it was the trip of a lifetime. So, I really want to come back. And I'd love to bring more friends and family
yeah,
out with me, but I've really developed a special attachment to Algeria, I think. And, I was in the US for a few months and just recently came back. And when I was driving this weekend, I felt I was home here. Like I felt I was
yeah.
back home here as much as I would feel home in the United States. So, inshallah.
I don't know if you watch Algerian YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you if your
Okay.
favorite YouTubers. I know that you know a few because I've seen you following some.
Yeah.
So it's safe to.
Okay, okay. So number one, I'm an old person,
Okay.
and so for YouTube, I usually go to YouTube when I need to find instructions or
Yeah,
figure out how to do something. Like, uh, you know, how do I build this? How do I fix this on my
yeah,
computer? Um, for entertainment, I usually follow if somebody sends me a clip,
yeah,
or sometimes I will look for like old Algerian movies
yeah,
to watch, especially comedies,
yeah, yeah. Comedy.
because I find that like even if you don't speak the language, you can usually follow a comedy,
Yeah.
you know? So that's kind of what I use YouTube for, but I don't follow any specific YouTubers.
Okay, like as you said, especially the vintage Algerian comedy, even if you don't understand the language,
Yes.
you can see the comedy through the gestures, through their faces,
Yes.
through the movements,
Yes.
and I think this is something that changed throughout the years. So
Yeah.
especially in Algeria, like they rely much more on the voice,
Yeah.
on the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and we actually miss those days.
Yeah.
We have a lot of talented vintage Algerian comedians. For
Yeah,
example,
Inspector Tahar is like my favorite.
yeah,
And you're right. There was so much visual comedy,
yeah,
especially in older films. So it's great to be able to enjoy a little more Algerian culture, even if I don't speak the language.
nah, it's okay. I mean, like you said, as long as you understood the visuals, I think it's enough. what do you think about like the newer generation? I don't know if you follow any.
I mean, I don't watch that much, in terms of TV, honestly. But, I do, the people that I follow tend to be kind of on Facebook or a lot of Instagram. I do more stuff on Facebook, but I know a lot of younger people post on Instagram. So, I do follow Algerian Instagram personalities. Like, well, the first person that I met was Iman Shite.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and she's really great. I follow her. I follow you. So that's kind of how I catch up on what's going on with young people in Algeria is through Instagram.
So, is there any specific memory of this country that will always be stuck inside your head, like your favorite thing that happened, maybe?
Okay, so I can't maybe say one particular moment, but one of the things that I find so special about Algeria is that it's a country that, in English, we would say a juxtaposition or contrast. So you have two very different things side by side. So, for example, you can be in a town in Algeria and see a kid walking down the street with a New York Yankees hat and like a regular jacket and a pair of, tight pencil jeans next to his friend who's wearing a burnous.
Yeah.
Or I went to Gigil, right? And, everybody says, well, Gigil, it's a small city. It's pretty conservative city. But while I was there, I discovered the most amazing group of graffiti artists, street artists. And from this tiny city on the coast, they are producing world-class street art, world-class murals. So, I mean, that's the thing that always sticks in my mind about Algeria is that, you find surprising things all over this country.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting because even the people who grew up here and they lived there their entire lives. For example, me, if you move from like one street to another street, like just beside, you can see the differences. It's not a big difference, but like you can sense like the difference between one street and another. Let alone like from one wilaya to another one.
Yeah, in the U.S., actually, the official motto of the United States is in Latin. I'll probably mess it up in Latin, but it's E pluribus unum, which means from many, one. And that's kind of like Algeria, I think, as well. There's a lot of diversity in this country, but it's one country, and everybody here has such a sense of pride about being Algerian. So that's, one thing that I found kind of interesting and similar between our countries is that, we're many people, but we're one.
Yeah, that's the I think it's the main theme of Algeria, like because they even like whatever happens when you see an Algerian having something like struggling outside of the country, everybody stands with him, which is beautiful.
Or when the team is in the Africa Cup or the World Cup, then everybody who's Algerian all around the world, come together, and that was, that's fantastic.
Like even the people who have problems, like personal problems, when it comes to the Algerian national team, everybody is normal problems. Everyone is friends.
Yeah.
Like when tourists come to this country, like the thing that they would usually say that the people are very generous. Like,
I've really found that, and my experience has been, people are always really welcoming, and especially for outsiders. They want to share Algerian culture. I've had so many invitations to come to people's houses, to have a meal, to, have tea. And I've really found that as well.
They kept like the pride of being Algerian, and they always want to show other people that like everything, like I don't care what happens, we're always Algerians, and we're going to stay Algerians, and like no matter what happens, we'll keep, showing the pride of being Algerian too. And like trying to spread the culture, because in Algerian we say, "When Algeria," everywhere we go, there's an Algerian.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I know. When I go back to the US, I've already started to find like Algerian restaurants and Algerian cafes, you know. So I found one in DC named Tim God. I found two other cafes run by Algerians. And when COVID lets up, I hope to go to New York City and
yeah,
visit Algerian restaurants up there too. So,
inshallah,
inshallah.
inshallah. The conversation has been so interesting, and I hope to see you on other occasions because sadly you're leaving us.
Yeah.
But I think as they say, the word is becoming short, and like inshallah, we'll have more occasions, inshallah.
Inshallah,
Yeah,
inshallah. And thanks a lot.
yeah,
And good luck in all your endeavors.
thank you
And
so much.
to everybody out there, all the youth out there, and all the youth social media influencers as well. You know, keep up the good work, post good stuff, and we'll see you again soon.
Inshallah. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.